We saw a whole lot of criticism from activists and also, technical experts about the Sanchar Sathi app really violating your privacy, and all of that did garner some comments coming in from the DOT as well as the minister's side as well. We saw Union Minister Sindhya giving his comments as far as Sanchar Sathi app is concerned. Joining us now is the Minister of State for Telecommunications, Mr. C.S. Pemasani. So many thanks for speaking to us here on India Today. Uh, like I mentioned earlier, there was some ambiguity about whether can you uninstall this application, delete, or maybe disable it. So that was a big concern with regards to user privacy. So that has been cleared, of course, by the Union Minister. But in the DOT press release that was sent to us, it didn't mention specifically for user or explicitly that you will be able to disable this application. So first of all, if you could just throw some light on why there was that ambiguity. Only for manufacturers, it did write that you cannot disable this application. So that created a lot of panic.
No, it was, I think they meant it to manufacturers mainly. So that, whatever the intent was, they cannot manipulate or change the app, the core structure, but users can delete it. It's just like any other app, whether it is a Facebook, Google app, or whatever you call. You can always, unless you want to use it, it's not going to work. If you don't want to use it, you can always delete it. So it's absolutely clear there is no force functionality here. And the reason, why DOT asked for that is, this app has been developed through all vernacular languages, and it has been installed on 1.4 crore mobile phones. This has been working phenomenally well over the last 1 year. And if you look at it annually, there are almost 50 lakh people are getting scammed. Last year alone, 23,000 crores worth of money has been lost due to cyber fraud. So the way this app works is, the more people report certain fraud calls, the more accuracy will be in preventing whatever the fraudsters or scam artists. So this crowdsourcing of data is the backbone of this functionality. So the idea DOT had was, the more phones we install this app, the more accuracy and more prevention of the cyber fraud will be happening. So that's why they took this decision.
As far as the OEMs, manufacturers like Apple, Samsung, and some of the made in India brands are concerned, they have time and again flagged off concerns about the cybersecurity rules that were amended, and also with Sanchar Sathi app, they had some concerns that they had floated. So specifically related to this app, they have complaints that we were not consulted as such, or stakeholder meetings usually happen when we see a DOT rule or a TRAI rule. Public consultation happens. Here that did not take place, one. And the other part of it is also that telecom operators like Airtel have also incorporated spam control and sort of prevention of all of these fraud activities as well. So this already exists as a service by either smartphones or telecom companies like Bharti Airtel and Jio, etc. Why the need for this extra layer of Sanchar Sathi application is what everybody asks.
So number one, the fact that they did not consult is not true. They had created in a working group, except Apple, everyone participated. They had multiple rounds of consultations. Only Apple did not participate. But now Apple also wants to participate. That's number one. And
so we'll see a Sanchar Sathi app on iOS?
No, this has been, the directive has been given to all of them, as I know. But everybody has been involved in the discussions. That is number one. And number two, what you said is Airtel and other can give spam. See, Sanchar Sathi is a holistic platform. It is not about just telling whether it is a spam. It is about registering how many phone numbers. Like, people have taken SIMs without their knowledge, like 4, 5, 6. So, and if they do fraud, if someone takes SIMs on behalf of me, I am responsible. So I can know how many SIMs I have. Airtel can only give the data based on they don't know the Jio and all that stuff, BSNL. And then I can also register my phone, right? If my phone gets lost, like Apple and all these are expensive phones, theft is happening. So I can recover those phones. So like that, there are multiple functionalities that an individual TSP alone may not be able to give. So this is the holistic platform of the Sanchar Saathi. And because of the
So just
success,
one more, another question that everyone's asking is, when there's a website already that exists of the Sanchar Sathi website, why do we need an application if we can go and
yes,
sort of...
that's a good question. See, when you call fraud call, when I get a spam call or fraud call, see, then I have to go to the website, then I have to note down the number, whatever this 9-digit, 10-digit number, and then go put it on the website. So the likelihood of somebody telling that and actually practical implementing is very poor. Whereas if you have an app, if you want to report, all you have to do is select the number because you have a call log, all you report that number only, right? Either SMS and the phone number. That is number one. And number two, we also implemented this in all vernacular languages. So that's why this app is so successful. It's usually very few government apps or anybody that gets downloaded by 1.4 crore people in less than, I would say, 6 to 8 months.
So another directive that was given was about SIM binding. If you could also speak about your view on that, because a lot of people are saying that it could be inconvenient in case I am traveling overseas and I want to use my Indian WhatsApp number. Any views and thoughts on that?
See, at the end of the day, what we are trying to do is prevent fraud here. People take it, then they leave that one, they use that old number, and if they commit fraud, then who is responsible for that kind of fraud? So that is also an issue. But actually, if you look at how many people actually go abroad and they cannot use India SIM, that likelihood would be much smaller than the actual magnitude of the problem that we are experiencing today. Today, 23,000 crores of money has been lost last year.
So one final question, since you're talking about telecom, you have been conducting multiple BSNL review meetings also as far as the property and taking some note of how many BSNL and MTNL properties are there that could be utilized or monetized in the future, and something that everyone's been asking. What has come up with in the review meetings so far, and what could we look at?
What we did so far was mainly there was a lot of combined properties between Department of Post and BSNL. So we now separated all of them, which property belongs to what. So that is the only exercise we have done, and the actual monetization and everything is an ongoing process. I do not have all those details on top of my brain.
All right. Thank you very much for speaking to us.